What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of A Therapeutic Edge. Today on the table in front of us is what sort of qualifies as a budget knife. This is the CH Knives 3504 in titanium and S35VN. Now, I have had the G10 and D2 version of this before, and I loved it. The ergonomics were stellar, but I'm kind of G10 and D2'd out. I kind of feel like I've done that, and so I moved that along to a new home, but it left a weird bit of a void. So I started poking around, and I discovered this, and this is entirely worth owning. This is really good. Now, LTK, over on Love Them Knives channel, has tested a 3504 in titanium and S35VN, and his came back not only S35, but also with an HRC higher than advertised. It was really well done. Does that mean that this one is? I have no idea. But I'm willing to take that as a nod to the fact that they're making these very well and call it good. This is running on bearings. This is all anodized titanium back here. This one is blue, which is a little unusual for me. I thought it was black when I ordered it, but nope, it's blue. The clip has a little bit of good spring to it. It's got good ramp and some good lift. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's not super deep carry, but also there's not a ton of knife sticking out of the pocket. The titanium is rounded, in such a way that it is exceptionally comfortable in hands. There are no sharp edges on this thing anywhere. It doesn't bite. The jimping up here is deep enough that you can get your thumb into it. It's a little smooth, but that's okay too. That's kind of the whole feel of the knife. Now, it's a little over 3.5-inch blade. It is, well, let's do it for sure. 1, 2, 3.5. It is 3.5 inches of S35VN. It's got a little less cutting surface than that because it's got this really nice choil right here for sharpening. The flipper tab is shaped in such a way that it gives your finger a place to land, so you're not going to push past that when you're doing push cuts or stabbing something. It is comfortable in the reverse grip. It is great for draw cuts. And as I said, it is really good for push cuts. This is just an excellent all-around multi-purpose pocket knife. Nothing fancy, nothing too severe, nothing beyond the pale of design, just a straightforward pocket knife. And in today's day and age of some really unique-looking knives hitting the market, this again is the Roxy 4, stuff where aesthetic is as important as design and quality. Having a knife that is just a straight-up basic pocket knife like this has a lot of merit. And considering I think I paid $86 for this, for these materials made this well, you cannot beat this with a stick. Let's do a little size comparison. Here is the old favorite, the Rat Model 1. And as you can see, the Rat 1 is a little bigger. Let's see if we do it this way, if it shows a little better. There we go. The Rat 1 takes up a little more space. But again, this is considerably less quality materials. This is a great knife by any measure, but it is mostly here just for size comparison, and we'll put above it the little brother, the Rat Model 2, so you can see that the 3504 fits nicely in between these two knives, if that helps you understand the scale of things. Look, I have really expensive knives. I have really budget knives. This is a neat combination of both. You get fantastic materials for less than $100, and that is awesome. I just cannot tell you how much I am enjoying having this knife. The D2 and G10 version did move on. This isn't going anywhere. This is a knife that has all of the materials and qualities that I like in my knives, but at a price where I'll carry this anywhere, right? If something happens to it, it is not the end of the world. That is a really excellent feature and worth noting, right? Now, it did take about 11 days to get here on the slow boat. I got mine through a company called AliExpress. AliExpress is not a great company. They're notorious for clones and various other bits of nonsense. But if you're shopping on a budget, and if your dollars mean something to you, and mine do, then finding the right knife at the right price matters. And so I tend to poke around there to see if I can find unique and interesting design knives, not clones, but again, unique designs that are of good material and have good reputation and seem interesting. And this is definitely one of those. The blade is stonewashed in such a way that it does not show a ton of wear. The titanium is anodized and then also stonewashed, so it's got kind of a rough look to it. There's actually a little bit of texture there as well. The bearings are excellent. I've taken this apart. They are single row bearings, done exceptionally well. I actually wish this thing had thumb studs because I think it would be really good that way. Look, if you're looking for a knife for yourself or for somebody else that is made of super high-end materials and done in a way that's not going to break the bank, the CH3504 Titanium and S35VN knife is absolutely one great way to go. I love this thing. I hope you've enjoyed the overview. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comments. Feel free to like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.